In this tutorial, I'll show you how to add watermark images to your audio files like this. The watermarking was done with Harmer, but don't worry, the demo version can be used for this too. Let's start by opening the spectral window here. The horizontal lines represent frequencies from low at the bottom to high at the top. The audio watermarking process is all about converting images to frequencies, or partials as they're called in Harmer. The first step is to open the resynthesis template. Now let's create an image. I'm using a 516 by 516 pixel image. The height in particular matches Harmer's number of frequency partials, but you can use any size if you want. Next, I'm going to set a black background, as black equals silence. For my text, I'll use white, since white pixels mean active harmonics, and so audio to encode into your project. On Harmer's Image tab, make sure the frequency is set to linear and Hertz mode. Then from the frequency multiplier, set the division to 4. You may need to change this later. The purpose of these tweaks is to set the scaling of the spectral image vertically. This is important, so don't forget, otherwise you won't see a clear image later. You can drag and drop your image on the window, or use the menu button to browse for one. I will set the time to the start of the text and play around on the keyboard until I see the image appear at the top of the spectrum window. Use the coarse and fine speed controls to scale the image width. If you don't want the image audio to be clearly heard, it's important to keep it above 15 kHz. Although, remember, compressed formats like MP3 will often limit the upper frequencies, so you may need to experiment here. Of course, you can always make it audible and integrate the sound into the project musically. Easier for some genres like dubstep, of course. This next section is for those of you using the Harmer demo. We'll record Harmer with Edison so we can put the sample into the project as a WAV file. Select Spectral View and Record on Input. Now I'll play Harmer's keyboard and find the highest, clearly visible pitch. That looks good. So I'll select the section and drop it into the playlist as a WAV file. If you open the channel settings for the audio clip, you can right-click on the mini preview and set it to spectral view. Then you'll be able to see the audio clip image on the playlist. So now we're back to the start of this video where I was using Wave Candy to display the watermark image. I'll just set Wave Candy to spectral mode and play the project. That's it. I hope this gives you some inspiration for using watermark images in your projects. Remember, it doesn't have to be just text. Any image can be used. Until next time, enjoy using Harmer to make audio watermarks.